Let's clean the wheel, because, you know, that's a mess now. You stick in here? Okay. I'll work around you then. Try not to get too much clay on you. I know. He's ever so cute, isn't he? Little... Ooh, careful. Little bow tie. You gonna jump off? See you later, Monty. Ooh. Right. My stream's going well, thank you. I've done a bit of trimming. So I made some shot glasses the other day. So I've trimmed those up so they sit flat on a surface. I made a top hat as well the other day because I took a comment too literally. But yeah, just trying to do a little bit of decorating, do a bit of experimental decorating. So this white slip is new and the black clay is fairly new. And what I'm thinking is basically apply white slip to a black clay body to get contrast and stuff. So I made this the other day, which is a butter bell. Basically put butter in that, water in that, and it keeps it fresh. So I'm going to figure out how to decorate it. See, what I could do is not do that one. So I'm a little bit wary with this method.
Looky here!
Thanks for the follow, Sushi Main. Welcome. How many is that? I think I might be close to him, a target. A couple, oh, one off. I'm one follow away from 200. So I think the idea is that you don't need to keep it in the fridge. So the water in that part keeps a seal basically. So it doesn't need to be refrigerated, which means obviously it will stay soft enough to spread. That's the idea, I've heard. Let's see how it works in practice once I get around to firing it. Right, what I can do, I think, is decorate these little shot glasses because they are not dry. So everything else I've got here is like bone dry. Yeah, I hadn't heard of them before until I saw something on Instagram like a couple of weeks ago. I think they're French in origin. But it's like one of those things, you've never heard of something until you see it and then you see them everywhere. Well, it's the only thing you'll see on Instagram or whatever it is you look at. It's like, well, I'll definitely have to make some of those. So I made a couple. This one isn't as good. The lid doesn't fit as nicely. Should still work, but it doesn't quite sit flush, which is annoying. The lid, this part shrank more than the other part. Let's do something like that. To decorate decorate these because that's quick and easy. It's going to mess up my foot, but I'm going to just clean that off, I suppose. Should probably do that. Just do that. Clean it off. Seeing as I've gone to the effort of trimming these down. Yeah, I don't do much dip glazing, simply because I don't have a lot of room for big buckets of of glaze. So I do mostly brush on glazes. But I think let's take advantage of having a bucket of white slip here. At least decorate these shot glasses the same, because the structure of them is pretty different. They're all different sizes, different shapes. I threw them off the hump the other day. I've not got a lot of experience doing that. Okay, well, that was easy. What else have I got? So I've got a couple of mugs here. How should I decorate these? So it's not a glaze, it's just a white slip. So I'll just put some clay in some water. So my plan is bisque fire them as they are. So hopefully one side will come out black, one side will come out fairly white, and then apply kind of translucent coloured glazes. So you get that contrast between the white and the black, and you know, the glazes will look sort of a bit different depending on which part of the clay they're on. I don't know how it's going to work out. I've never tried it before, but I'll have a go. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, I'll try something different next time. So yeah, I'm not sure how I want to decorate. So I've got a couple of bottles here and a couple of mugs, and I've got that cheese bell. Do I want to use the slip on those, or do I just want to glaze them in a more traditional way? I'm not sure. Maybe we could just do, seeing as I've got like the horizontal relief in them, could do some horizontal bands of white clay. That might work. Or it might not. I'm not afraid to try. It's a little bit runny, I think. So I'm getting the drips. Just not what I want. Don't want drips on this. Where's that sponge gone? I just need to add a bit more clay to it. Thicken it up. Not that long, sushi mate. So I took a beginner's throwing course at the beginning of last year. Obviously really enjoyed it. So I bought a wheel in May, I think, of last year. And I've been doing it since then. So, hi Feral Moon, nice to see you. Happy Monday to you too. How are you? So yeah, all in, I've been doing about 18 months. I'm very much a vinegar. Thanks for the tip, hippie. I didn't see that to begin with. I think I've got some vinegar. Could try that. How much vinegar should I add? He's still working on the Jaboa. You've been working on that a long time. It is amazing though. Definitely worth all the work you've put in. A capful. Okay, thanks hippie. 5 mil. Okay. 100 hours, wow. That's a heck of a lot. I thought my tea set was a lot. But it was nowhere near that much. The only thing I've spent that much time on is probably computer games. Like Skyrim and Fallout, things like that. But you actually get something out of the end of it. Yeah, I think I've got some vinegar. I'm going to go grab some vinegar, put a little bit in, see if that helps things. I have. Not got a lot of this left actually, might need to order some more in. The cost of the wheel was a lot, I'm not gonna lie. So I decided to buy a new one, simply because they don't really lose their value too much. So I figured I wouldn't lose a lot if I had decided I didn't like it and sold it all. But it was like I can't remember exactly. It was around £1,000. I think I did get a discount because I did the beginner's course. It might have been a little bit more. It's, yeah, not the cheapest of hobbies. I mean, just the other day I spent another £180 just on some clay and stains and glazes. It's bankrupting me. It's like that meme, isn't it? I'm spending all this money. Someone needs someone to help me with my cost of living. Can't remember the wording. Right, you get the idea. I mean, I think, yeah, you should be overly picky, I think. Or be as picky as you like. When you're making something as detailed as that, and you want to be. It's worth putting in that extra bit of effort, isn't it? I think. So I rarely make anything that's supposed to look like something. Cool. I mean, it's definitely fun, a fun thing, and I definitely recommend like doing a class or something. So I did a adult learning thing that was run by our local council. So it was a reasonably priced 10-week course thing. Get a good taster for it. Have a look around. See if there are any opportunities just to have a go in your local area. It's good fun, but it's not for everyone. My wife tried it and didn't enjoy it as much. Didn't get on with it as well, and just didn't like the fact that it's all very messy and wet and cold and things. Yeah. Absolutely. Sometimes you got to be a perfectionist, don't you? I don't mind that. That looks alright, I think. Although it's a little messy here. See if we can clean that bit up a bit. So it's bare band. That vinegar does seem to have helped a bit, I think. It's not quite as drippy. Thanks for that, maybe. That rhymed. I'm a poet. And I didn't know it. Right. I think that's as much as I want to do on that. Let's do something similar on the smaller bottle. The benefit of doing that is that I haven't messed up the base of that by it dripping all the way down, like I did with the coffee pot that had the vertical stripes. Cool, thanks. Yeah, so I could have used, always got lemon juice as well. vinegar, which I bought for cleaning and pickling. Did a lot of pickling last year. Last year was a very good year for cucumbers. We had many, many cucumbers. And I still have something like 20 something jars of pickled cucumbers. Interesting. Coming in with the science knowledge. I'm not going to pretend to know what that means. But hey, it works. That's what matters. Let's do one further up as well. Because I don't have any actual bands up here, but I think I probably need to get rid of this. I've been putting it off because as much as it's a bit of a mess, I quite like it. This is a teapot I threw in 1 minute. My 1 minute teapot. Which is another challenge I did. Haven't been able to actually, what is this made of? Is this earthenware? That's another problem I have here, is that I don't actually know what this is made of. I can't remember. Is it the same colour as that? Looks sort of different. Because if I'm going to recycle it, I need to know what kind of clay it is. I can't remember. I'll probably be able to tell if I watch it on the VOD based on the colour of the clay. But anyway. How's this looking? Does this look like it's cracked? Not at the moment. When is it likely to crack? Is it in the kiln or as it dries? I'm guessing as it dries. It's that changing in the shrinkage as it dries. Cool. I've got away with it. Beginner's luck comes to fruition again. Just try and tidy up the foot of this now that this clay's dried. this one. Now, I've recently changed my camera position. I used to have it on this side over here, which was my preferred side because I'm right-handed. So it makes sense when I'm doing this kind of thing. So if the camera's on the other side, you'll be able to see it better. But I've got a big window on this side, which means it's darker on this side, and the lighting was odd to the point where you couldn't really see very much on a bright day. So I switched it round, but yeah, I don't know if it's better or worse. I need to learn to do things left-handed for the camera. Or just black out this window, which I don't really want to do. I mean, I say it's a window, it's actually like a patio door thing that goes into my conservatory. So it's a big old bit of glass to cover up. And I like having natural light. Yeah, I thought about it, but then even that has issues, because then I wouldn't have anywhere to put my monitor on this side. I wouldn't have my shelves behind me. I'll see the shelves behind me kind of looks, pottery. It's all a big pain. What was that? Sorry about that. It's falling over. Do I want to put slip on these mugs? I think I'm going to leave the mugs. Just glaze those. This, however, I'm not sure. I think because it's quite plain, I'd rather just glaze it. Could dip the inside. Let's do that. Why not? Doesn't really matter, does it? If I try to create a seal here, not get the slip inside, for reasons. I realise you can't actually see that. There we go. It's still black on the inside. Hi, Violin. Thanks, yeah. It's something a bit different. So this is just a white slip. Essentially using it as a modifier. The glazes will come out different on the white than they will on the black. So just adds a bit of, just stuck my finger in that. adds a bit of interest. That's really annoying.